Well, I was born in Greenock. My parents are Irish. They come from Northern Ireland, all along that coast. But they came to live in Scotland because my grandfather had a job over here, and so I went to school at Bellahouston Academy, and finished there, and then I had always a great notion to be an artist, and I did a lot of drawing and painting. And when I finished with the school and so forth, I went for a short while to the Glasgow School of Art, but then I just started to work with the advertising people and taking photographs and doing drawings and so forth, and I enjoy that immensely, and that really became my living. When I was young, I won 2 awards from the Glasgow Council for drawings and paintings that I had done, and that was my first fame, if you like. I've always been just an artist and getting on with it, and enjoying it immensely, and I still do.
Yeah.
I've got a lot of paintings hung in London, and my daughter was the person who arranged that. She lived down in London, and she got me into these places, and I became quite well known. And then the Americans got hold of me from association in London, and they took a lot of paintings away and showed them in America. I did a lot of interior paintings. That's where the London scene came in, because I became quite well known for doing London interior, elegant London interiors. And that's it. And you see, this is how it got out to America too, because the Americans came and saw these there and arranged through an author to show them out in America.
Yeah.
I've never bothered going to America
to
accompany them, you know, because I couldn't be bothered. Because I'm not keen on being in a gallery where people are going up and saying, "Oh, well, look, do you see what he's done here? Isn't that wonderful? They've done this and he's done that and so forth."
Yeah.
It's just what you did. It's if you were a plumber and we were saying, "Well, you see the way these nuts are screwed in."
Yeah, I understand. So have you got one picture that stands out, one that you like more than any other painting that you've done? Or
amongst the landscapes, I wouldn't say that's quite one that I enjoyed doing, because that was done, we were living down in Dumfriesshire along the coast of the Solway, and I went out and took those, and that's my wife standing at the fence there, and this is her first big black dog,
all right.
Cleo, who's in the water there and so forth. So I quite like that, you know, that's one of my special ones.
Yeah.
Well, it was mostly sketches, watercolour sketches I did, and then turned them into oil. Well, the great thing with the watercolours is that if part of it wasn't looking right, you could very quickly paint it out with a flat paint and continue elsewhere. It's awfully hard to, I find it very hard to talk about it, you know, because it sounds awfully boastful the way you keep going on, and I did such and such, and I did such and such. This is my wife up here, Edna. She was unfortunately taken by cancer of the brain when she was, well, she's just about the age that you see there, you know. Quite dreadful. I've never got over that.
Really? Did you never marry again or anything?
No. No, I never married again. I didn't see any point. going through it all again in case it didn't work out, because there are a lot of people who do that, who get married and they discover they're not really ready for a second marriage, you know. So I thought, don't get involved in that at all. You've had the beauty of it and so forth. A lot of very good fame with the English art world, you know. They've got quite a number of my paintings down in or around London, but I never go to see them because I'm not. And to tell you the other thing that annoyed me when I was first, painting and so forth and having success. If I stopped telling people that I was an artist, because if I was on a bus with some guy and he was sitting beside me and said, "What do you do for a living?" I'd say, "Well, I'm an artist." And that was as far as I got, because he would say, oh, my nephew's an artist and he's terrific, you know, and I thought, oh, Christ. Well, in the advertising agencies, I made a living. I made a good living with them. They were very good big payers for things, and they got to know me that I would do. And what I loved painting was cars. You know, I did a lot of paintings of cars, and they use them for advertising and so forth. So I've had a very, very good, inconsequential life. There you are. I just count myself very lucky to have made such a light-hearted living, you know.